Hello, all my merrymakers. I am Becca, and welcome to All the Things Thursday, my weekly check-in video where I talk about all the things going on in my yarny little world. So some quick, I'm gonna give you some mental updates, and then there's a yarn opening I'm going to give you. And then there's my project that I'm going to show you. So, I want to say about this time last week, I actually started taking a new supplement. I feel like it's actually done me a lot of good. I feel like I'm sleeping better. I feel like I'm more even keel and less woo, which could also be kind of interpreted as more boring, but I actually kind of like that I'm a little bit more even keel and a little less flighty, and my gastrointestinal issues are not as bad as well. So I feel I'm going to continue taking that supplement because I really do feel like it's helping me. That being said, I'm not in a good mental space right now. The guy who we've been trying to get to agree to buy our house has basically ghosted us now. He's become unresponsive. Which this whole thing has felt like a game of cat and mouse, and I'm just like, dude, I am not playing your game. I'm not desperate to move. So I told my agent, I said, look, if he's not responding to me, that means he's not interested. So let's just let it go. We did have somebody come and see the house yesterday. The feedback there was that for the price point, they felt that the house was too small, even though we're within their price range, which makes no sense, and the location that they want, and that makes no sense to me, because when I looked in their price range and the location, we're one of the biggest houses out there. There was one house, there were a couple of houses that were bigger square footage wise, like 1,400 square feet instead of 1,300 square feet, but they were both 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom instead of 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. And then there was one that was around the same price point that was 1,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, but it was 1.5 bathrooms. So I'm just like, if we're in your price point, how is my house too small? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And then the last thing that's kind of just messing with my mental status is lately the kids have been repeating this meme where somebody states rules and then somebody else blatantly breaks them. And it's just like, oh, this is a great role model for you guys to be looking up to. Oh, and on top of that, allergies, Hooray! Always late September, early October, my allergies start going, and it's not fun. So let's get on to the fun. I'm gonna break here and insert a video of me doing my unboxing. I hope you enjoy. Alright, there we go. Alright, we are videotaping this on Monday the 19th because I cannot wait. I just got my mailing from Little Knits, and also this weekend I went to Smart. So here we go. Just a little unboxing for y'all. So I'm gonna start with the stuff from Smart. So at Smart I picked up some of Karen Pantone in Elephant Gray, because you know I've been buying everything in black and white. There was actually 3 of these at $3 a piece, which we all know is a steal. And then I got this gorgeousness, which I hope you can see the sparkle. This is from Marigold Jen. The colorway is called Islands in the Sun. It is 438 yards of 73% merino, superwash, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. I also bought, I don't know if it's gonna go with it or be its own separate, are these babies. I think this might be just one skein, whereas this one is a skein plus a mini. But this, yeah, this looks like it might be from the same place. But this is called Classic Sock, which is 370 yards of 100% merino wool. It says Care machine washable dry flat. So this is called Stinger, and this is called Granny Smith. I apparently was in a yellow-green mood the other day. Now, on to little knits. I had ordered some, what I'm hoping to be gold yarn. Sorry about the crinkles. Gold yarn for a couple of Star Wars hats for next year, and a mystery bundle, which Little Knits is one of the few places that I will gladly do a mystery bag, because their mystery bags are actually good mystery bags. It's one of the few places that have good mystery bags. All right, so I see what is very obviously my golden. That is perfect. That is Star Trek yellow. And this is Heritage Yarn, which is 75% merino wool and 25% nylon. That is perfect. Done. All right, now for the mystery grab bag. Ooh. And apparently they were in yellow and green. This could totally all go together. So each one of these is 75% merino wool, 25% polyamide. Each one is a 2-weight, which I don't have a lot 2-weight. And each skein is roughly 340 yards or 278 meters, and wash cold, do not bleach, do not dry, do not put it in the dryer, lie flat to dry. Call me crazy, but those colors go together. Those colors go together. I could make a shawl out of this. Very Mardi Gras. Let's see. 1,500 yards of tulle. Yeah. Easily could make a shawl out of this. My mind is working. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. Some scrumdiddlyicious yarn. All right. So I don't think I brought the hat that I started with, that Karen Pantone set. One thing I forgot about working with Karen Pantone is that it is exceptionally splitty. Love the color palettes, but it is exceptionally splitty. So last week I had finished this section and I have successfully woven in all the ends. Woohoo! Look at that. Isn't she pretty? So I have started on the second panel. So now, so see if we can get the two panels next to each other so you can kind of see how they line up. So and I'll take a picture from above tonight and make sure that I post that on my community tab as well. When I was weaving in ends, I found it rather difficult to make sure things were tied in a knot so that it wouldn't come out. So I've changed how I'm doing my setup just a little bit and tying knots as I go. I feel like it's a little bit more secure that way, and hopefully weaving in my ends won't take as long. I feel like I'm making good progress. I mean, I'm at 1 and what would you say, 3/4? Probably 3/4. 1 3/4 panels out of 4. So, and I got the idea last night, kind of make it look like a picture by, because I'm going to have a ton of pink yarn left over because I bought like 3 skeins of it and I'm going to barely use any of it. But I'd always rather have too much than too little. But like, once I'm done joining all the panels together, do a border in pink, like a 2-row border in pink around, and then like a 3 or maybe 4 border of white, and that way it looks like a framed picture. I think that would be really cute. So I'm looking forward to that. Nobody in the family has talked about doing a baby shower yet. I think, I don't know, I think I might be the one to bring that up. So that is all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you leave a like, especially if you're a subscriber and you would like to stay subscribed. That way the evil YouTube overlords don't unsubscribe you from my channel against your will. Feel free to comment down below. It helps my analytics. If you're not a subscriber yet, please think about subscribing. I have a lot of yarning content, and if that's your jibe, make sure that you subscribe. Plus, you would do well to hit that notification bell. If you really want to help my channel grow, share this video with everyone you know. And in the meantime, makes you merry. Ciao.